He's always been quiet.
While at the same time,
He's very determined.
in education
One of the most outstanding students I've had since I've been at Attucks.
or sport of choice.
He's a good tennis player.
For Bradley Humphrey,
Just be myself.
it's a normal attitude.
And if he wants to do something, he's going to do it.
He thought the same last summer
They've always been one of my favorite bands.
on a warm August night.
He stood in line from noon that day until 6 p.m.
His typical determination got him an arm's length away from the group.
I remember being at the concert and the opening act.
Till events transpired that made things far from the ordinary.
I don't remember that much after that.
And all of a sudden there was a gust of wind to the left, then it just like whirlwind, and then it was slow motion for me because I knew where Brad was standing. So it was slow motion that the stage kind of dominoed effect down on him. The hardest part was me knowing that he was down there and I couldn't reach him. My sister, a couple of friends to branch out to go to all the hospitals. My sister was at Methodist basically at the time he arrived there.
I remember some x-rays and stuff like that, but I don't remember being fully awake until about 3 days after.
When he realized the injuries caused by the August 13th Indiana State Fair stage collapse, which included a crushed spine.
He was very quiet. He wouldn't talk. It was just blank Brad.
But despite his inability to walk, Humphrey was determined to make things normal again.
My frame of mind is to work hard and to keep going no matter what.
Over the next few months, making that happen would be done through a few different activities.
They put on the ski spectacular in Breckenridge, Colorado.
People from the Hartford Insurance Group actually invited me out there as their special guest.
He did cross country, he did curling, he got to see all the other people in wheelchairs.
Watch how far that thing is going.
It was inspiring to see all the other people in wheelchairs doing the same stuff, knowing that there isn't anything that you can't do.
While all of these new things outside of Indianapolis aided in Brad's recovery, this idea of normalcy really didn't come about till he went inside to an old hobby.
He's been playing tennis since seven years old.
Naturally, he was a member of the Crispus Attucks team, and during his recovery, invited him over for the end of the season picnic in October.
He was able to come with his mom. We just rode him out on the tennis court that time, gave him his racket, and told him to get out there and hit with the guys.
Little did he know that a posting of that event on his CaringBridge page would lead to a familiar opportunity.
A lady named Julie Fritz contacted my mother.
I read an article that he had been at his high school team's end of the year picnic or something and had a racket in his hand, and that was all it took. I called a couple people that I knew and said, hey, can you get a hold of him?
She has a wheelchair team, and she invited me to come out and play with him.
Humphrey took Fritz up on her offer toward the end of 2011, putting a new twist on an old game.
Played here since he's been at Attucks, so it's always been a passion of his. So I was hoping he would try it and go back to that.
I thought I would, but I didn't think I'd get into it that fast and that it would be as simple as it is.
It just shows him that, you know, hey, if I can do tennis and then I can do this and then I can do that, and it's just going to go on from there.
I mean, Brad's going to be Brad again. We're thankful for what we do have.
Which is getting things as close as they can be to what they were before.
It's helped me a lot because I know that I'm back in the sport that I like to play and that I'm getting back to normal.